In such a chaotic world, do you want peace in your life or mayhem? I think we both know your answer, so shalom to you. Here's a life hack to make you all the more peaceable yet indomitable. Today's foundation of focus, all-inclusive. Still on the subject matter of wisdom, pillar number 2, balance. Wisdom is balance. So what is balance? Balance is when two opposing forces come together, synchronize, and then they harmonize to bring about uprightness. That is balance. To mean there is one force that's coming, say, from on the left side and another one on the right side, and when they balance together, when they synchronize, when they harmonize, they create balance. Wisdom is balance. And how is it balanced? Very simple. Because wisdom is a correct application, even the timely application of knowledge. So knowledge is the raw material for wisdom, and knowledge, being the raw material for wisdom, is potential power. Knowledge is potential power. Anything that has potential power is a force that can be reckoned with. And what have we said? Forces that can oppose each other and then finally synchronize to harmonize to bring about uprightness. That is balance. So when two opposing forces, in this case the forces are knowledge, these two opposing forces being knowledge, when they harmonize and then achieve uprightness, that is balance, that is wisdom. So let me bring it into a practical example of how wisdom is balanced. You'll be told something on one side, because this borders and borrows from the principle of how wisdom is paradox. It borrows from the first pillar of this stable table called wisdom, that wisdom is paradox. So one piece of knowledge exists on this side, and wisdom directly should tell you that there is already another piece of knowledge that exists on the diametric opposite side. Now wisdom is making certain that you bring these two forces together up until you create balance, more or less like riding a bicycle. You cannot ride a bicycle with one pedal. You have to balance both pedals and keep looking forward until you gain the balance. And once you gain the balance, you can say you have wisdom insofar as cycling a bicycle. So let me give you an example. The first one, I gave you an example of peaceable yet indomitable, to mean on one end you want so much peace and you're willing to keep the peace that you have in your life, but on the other end you need to actually engage in war. You need to step into a place of chaos with the indomitable spirit to know that you cannot be defeated and actually fight for that victory. So in essence, it makes you a peaceful fighter, that you want peace, but then you are defending it using war. So in this context, I'll give you an example, and the example is this. There's a place where you're told speak your mind, and there's a place where you're told mind your speech. Because there are certain places where you're required to speak your mind. That's one side of the knowledge. So I'll give you one knowledge and say, speak your mind. Then the next time I'll tell you, quiet please, mind your speech. What is wisdom? Wisdom is knowing that on one end exists the knowledge that says, speak your mind. Then on the other side exists the knowledge that says, mind your speech. So what is wisdom? Wisdom is when you bring these two opposing forces together and harmonize to create balance. In essence, knowing when to speak your mind and when to mind your speech. That is what we say wisdom is balance. And these examples keep on opening and opening all the more. Ponder on that one for today. And because your peace is worth fighting for, keep becoming all the more peaceable yet indomitable, and I will see you in the next one. Godspeed.